Hi, this is John bringing you another War and Glory recap. What you are looking at right here is the result of probably the biggest war in the history of War and Glory. A huge 3-star victory over WHF in an arranged war. Let's take a look at those stats. Both clans used all of their attacks. 70 to 70, 66, 69 on attacks 1, 32 to 30 on the 3 stars, and as you can see, WHF left a single 1-star on the map, resulting in a 3-star victory for War and Glory. Let's take a look at it here. So WHF 2-starred the top 11, 1-starred the number 2 there, the second 11, 2-starred the top 2 10s, 3-starred 5 and 6. I believe 5 was a really nice bully attack. 6 was a 10 versus 10 3-star there. 2-starred number 7, which was the bottom Town Hall 10 in the war, and then did clear the 9s. WHF came out on fire, and at one point in the war, I think with similar number of attacks used, had maybe a 20-plus star lead. And towards the end of the war, War and Glory just did a little bit better job on cleaning the map. They did. They were a little more efficient on the 11 versus 10 bullies. And even though War and Glory had to use some 10 versus 9 bullies to clear the 9s, it just, at the end of the war, did a better job and got it done. So, on the other side, you can see 2 stars on the top 2 bases, Town Hall 11s there, 2-star on the top Town Hall 10, and then 3-starred those next 4 Town Hall 10s, and then cleared all of the 9s. Alright, so I wanted to, before we jump into replays, wanted to give shout outs to a couple people here. You can see Clubber Lang had a really nice 6-star war with a couple of nice bully attacks on number 4 and 5 there. Those are 11 versus 10. Here, we can take a look at them real quick. And you can see these are pretty close to max defenses. They're max core bases. And so max Infernos, max Teslas. And had a couple of really nice bullies on those with a standard witch comp. And then he, with his mini, I believe, Thunder Lips, had really nice 3 stars on number 8 and 9, which was, number 8 was, I believe, a baby Town Hall 10, but he put the defenses off in the corner to match a Town Hall 9 here. And then xBHL had a couple of beautiful 3 stars on number 6 and number 7 here. And so a 6-star war for him as well. And we're going to start by looking at xBHL with one of these bullies, just because I thought it was creative, and to be honest, he would have wrecked this with this plan. He would have done it with or without the Warden. It didn't really make much difference, so I wanted to show you guys this. You can see he uses a Zap Quake on both of those level 1 Inferno towers, and then I really like the way he placed his Queen and Golem up there at 12 o'clock. And using her to kind of set her own funnel and then breaking her in at an angle there. Use some wizards and another golem to set the other side of the funnel. And then dropping king. Using the last spell, he used most of them to get those infernos down. Using the last spell to jump his king in to take care of the queen. Then he's going to go ahead and start the LaLoon portion. Dropping a hound from 9 o'clock, another from 6. And Loon's targeting every one of the defenses. Pops the Warden's ability pretty early there on those Loons. Probably didn't have to. Like I said, I think the Warden was just a nice bonus here on this one. He got so much with his kill squad and with his spells, it did really matter what he did at this point. Really good execution. Love watching this guy attack. Just some phenomenal raids lately. Saved a Loon or 2 for cleanup there. Has an unpopped hound, and it looks like maybe 12, 15 Loons left. Few pups, wizards, archers. Clean up golem down there at 6. Wrecking builders' huts. Good stuff, XB. Always fun to watch. Right, like I said, Thunder Lips, which is Clubber Lang's mini, I believe. So him with a 12-star war. He 3-starred 8 and 9, which number 8 was that Town Hall 10 with the extra defenses in the corners. And then number 9 was the top Town Hall 9 in the war, I believe. And then I think we're going to jump down and look at Scotty on their number 12 Power Bang. And yes, that is the Power Bang of Power Bang Gaming. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel if you have been in a coma for the last few years and haven't heard of him or haven't been there, always puts out great content. He's also a friend of mine, and we share a couple of chats, and so I get to keep up with how he's doing with the clan and everything, and he's a great guy. So Scotty starts Queen Walk from 6 o'clock. Quick funnel with the wizard there, and then wall breaks the queen in. So gonna charge her in to take a few defenses here and negate a nice double giant bomb there. And then he drops a golem over here at about 8 o'clock. Wall breaks him in and gets the king in there to deal with the heroes. Wizards took out the queen before king was even dropped, which was a nice bonus. And but he is going to step over and take out the defending king here shortly, which will be nice. Meanwhile, you can see queen is working on the CC golem there. Quite a few CC golems from WHF in this war, which I found out they can be a little tricky to deal with, particularly if you want to lure them. It takes about 45 seconds to drag them across the base, in case anyone wondered. King wall breaks his way in and helps take out a couple of defenses, and you can see Scotty's just working around clockwise, surgically deploying those hogs. Looks like about 3 to 4 per defense. Maybe a little slow on those hogs up there at 11, and ran his hogs across a spring trap. He didn't have to, but all works out fine. I think he has plenty to spare. Really nice heal there, covering looks like 5 defenses. And those last few hogs coming in at about 2:30, 3 o'clock there. Go ahead and speed this up. You can see where it's going. Gonna lose the queen here, I believe. She hit a double giant bomb right when the Expo was targeting her, and he lost a healer or two earlier, and so didn't have enough to keep her alive, but more than enough hogs to take out that last defense. Swag poison, clean up troops everywhere. Good stuff, Scotty. And if I remember correctly, that was a fresh hit. Really nice job. Those are always extremely valuable in arranged wars. Valuable all the time, but especially in arranged. Next, let's take a look at Tyebar, who also had a 6-star war on their number 13. The nice AQ charge as well. He's going to start the queen way over here at 8 o'clock and set a quick funnel with some wizards there. I really like this here. So his wizards take those buildings, set the funnel, and also get a bonus archer tower out of it. So you can see that wizard steps up and is going to take the archer tower as well, which kept him from having to deal with it later in the raid, and also cut the risk of the queen turning around and going back that direction, which she might have done. Goes ahead and lures the CC here, which was a great idea. Ends up coming back to bite him a little bit here, in that the CC gets to the queen right when the defending queen engages his queen, so he had to use ability. Almost lost his queen right there. That was really, really close. You can see her health got down to like maybe 5%. But she's going to continue working her way around. In the meantime, I believe he's going to drop a couple of golems over here at about 4 o'clock and set a quick funnel. If I was going to critique anything about this raid, I probably wouldn't have set the bottom side of the funnel there with those wizards, because that took away the breadcrumbs that were leading his queen up to the rest of his kill squad, and so she ended up stopping and shooting a wall instead of coming in and helping the kill squad here. But you can see King pre-triggers the double giant bomb set, and he drops a giant to tank up there at about 1 o'clock, and then just a mass of hogs. Gets them under heal immediately because they're going into a Tesla farm there. They also have some skellies on them. It's hard to bring poisons when you're dealing with a quad quake, but so he basically would have had to give up a heal in order to be able to poison the CC and poison those skellies, but had enough to get it done anyway. You can see Queen is at full health. Got a couple of unbroken golems, wizards everywhere, and just enough hogs to take out those defenses. So huge kill squad. Took a good percentage of the base with just the kill squad. Finished off the Tesla farm and those last few defenses with the hogs. Really nice plan, Ty. And then I believe right after Ty, Blazin came in and did basically the same plan here on this same base. So they're 13 and 14 were running the same base. Different CC, but other than that, they were pretty much identical. And Blazin used a very similar plan, tweaked it a little bit. Really nice clean attack there as well. But since they're pretty much identical, going to skip that one. And let's go down and look at another fresh hit. This is ttoulas on their number 17 with a really nice AQ Charge LaLoon. This is one of my favorite strategies. It's if you can get the queen broken in and keep her alive, and then those can be two big ifs, but if you can do those two things, this strategy may be the most OP thing to hit Town Hall 9 since I started playing the game. It's going to break her in, and she is going to step up and take at least 2 air defenses. I believe she may even get 3 here. It's close. And see, Hound on the CC goes ahead and drops the EQ to give the queen access to most of the base here. She's going to be tied up on a Hound for a minute here, so we're going to go ahead and fast forward. And while she's dealing with the pups, I believe he goes ahead and starts the next facet of the raid, which is going to be I think a golem down here at about 7 o'clock. We'll see here shortly. Yeah, there we go. CC golem. Some wizards to set a funnel, which isn't exactly quick with all those storages there. And as soon as he gets that funnel set, going to wall break that golem in. It's not going to last long with all those archer towers and archer queen hitting it. It's a little sloppy on king placement there and almost lost him, but fortunately queen steps over and engages him and pulls him back. King takes care of the defending queen, and then you can see the LaLoon portion is started. It brings a Hound in from 6, and then Loon's targeting defense is kind of coming across the base here. I thought that was really nice to send some Loons over the top to take that sweeper. And then these other Loons kind of working up from 8, 9 o'clock there, going through the Tesla farm. And then Queen takes that final AD right before it starts targeting Loons. Rage to get his Loons across onto those last few defenses right as the Queen dies. Saved a Loon for cleanup down there at 6. And has just enough to get it done. Really nice attack ttoulas. Love the strategy. Once again, these fresh hit 3 stars in a range are so valuable. Love it. Right, let's jump down to number 20. Look at Straight Lurkin with an AQ Charge GoLo. Don't see these GoLo attacks very often. I wish I saw more of them, especially with these offset AQ meta bases. They can be extremely OP. So he's going to drop a giant to tank for that archer tower while he wall breaks that giant in towards the archer tower. And then going to, I believe, drop his queen and those 4 healers on her. She's going to go in, take care of the defending queen. And also take that first air defense there. And meanwhile, you can see he's dropped a couple of Loons to take some outside defenses and get the lure. Going to drag the Loon CC up there to his queen. Beautiful poison. Love to see those early poisons. You can see that dragon was in the poison radius the entire time. Dragon only gets 1 shot off on his queen. The Loons never come close. And that's all because of that early poison. Nice job staying on top of that straight. And goes ahead and drops a jump for his queen to give her access to those other compartments over there. And meanwhile, he drops a couple of golems down at 6. It sets a quick funnel with some wizards and then a couple of witches to help get in and tank some defenses. Then you're going to see the king coming in from 6 as well, looking to take those 2 air defenses there in the center of the base. Probably hoping his queen will jump over and take that last air defense or 2. She takes the defending king and triggers some skellies, which she will make quick work of. Goes ahead and pops King's ability. He's going to hop in there and take care of, looks like 5, 6 defenses with those raged barbs. And you can see has the golems and witches are still up. Skellies take out that cannon in the center. And then Golem's going to step up and get there to that center air defense just in time. You can see it is targeting healers, but between the Skellies and the Golem, they're going to get their air defense down before it becomes too much of a problem. And there it goes. Loon's coming in from the backside, take those final couple of defenses. Really nice plan straight. Love it. All right, a couple more attacks to show you. Wanted to show a couple down at the bottom with a little bit lower heroes here. Let's go down to number 30. Look at Big Papasito, who I believe is Scotty's big brother, maybe. So, a couple brothers in the clan. So he starts with Loon and minions, funneling here, and also taking that mortar early in the raid there. Saw that free defense and took it. Queen walking from 12 down towards 3 o'clock. Going to take an air defense there. And then he's going to break her in. She's going to come in and take that X-Bow and sweeper there in the middle of the base, which will negate a double giant bomb there. If I remember correctly. Excuse me if I'm wrong on that. You see she lured the CC Hound there, so she'll be stuck on that for a minute. Meanwhile, you can see he set a quick funnel with a Golem down here at about 7 o'clock. Jumps and rages them in to take the defending queen. And the Barbs and Golem also taking a couple of defenses in there. Some help from Wizard. End up having to use Queen's ability there. You see just a level 20 Queen. This Pups can give her a little bit of trouble. Let's speed this back up. And then he starts bringing in hogs. So brings in a few from 12 o'clock up there. Suicide hogs, which I thought was really nice. He was probably hoping Queen would take that Tesla and he wouldn't have had to do that. But with her going the other direction, that was a great idea on the fly to drop those hogs and negate that double giant bomb set without losing a big group. See, first heal goes down. And bringing these hogs in, just kind of working surgically counterclockwise. Not much left of the base. Already has wizards cleaning up everywhere. Last defense goes down and he's done. Queen's at full health with those healers on her. Swag heal and a swag poison. Really good stuff, Big P. Right, and last, let's look at Eric on number 34 with an AQ Walk GoVaHo. See, 1821 heroes, bringing 5 Valks, just 10 hogs in this one. So you can see he's planning on using a pretty big kill squad and taking a big portion of the base with the Queen Walk and the King and Valks. So drops her at 6, uses a Wizard to set a quick funnel there. And the Wizard did quite nicely. And then Queen steps up and starts. She's taking quite a bit of fire here early in the raid, but fortunately, it doesn't look like he ended up having to use a rage on her. Test wall breaker up there at 11, which was a really good call. And then breaks in these 2 golems. Has already set a nice little funnel with the wizard, so he's able to use Valks to take those last couple of trash buildings. And then delay BK drop, making sure that the golems are taking the fire, not the BK. Using a quad quake to open the base wide open. You can see this was a cleanup attack, so he knew there was a hound in there. So really great job of keeping that hound away from his queen. He can basically ignore it. It's going to sit on top of his kill squad for most of the raid here. See, golems take that X-Bow, pre-trigger that double giant bomb. Meanwhile, Queen is working her way around, still just taking defense after defense. It's extremely high value Queen Walk. She made it through the Tesla farm. Still hasn't used her ability. Had to rage the healers to get through there, but other than that, and she's looking really good. Full health, hasn't used the ability yet, and hogs are taking these last couple of defenses. Already has a couple of wizards working over here at 9 o'clock. Just demolished that base. That was an amazing plan, Eric. Love the execution on it. Ended with both heroes alive, unbroken golem, wizards, clean up loon. Just wrecked it. Good stuff. Props to War and Glory on an excellent war and getting it done at the end when it really mattered there. This war really could have gone either way in the last couple of hours, and War and Glory stepped up and just had an unbelievable run there at the end with some nice bully attacks, some great 9 versus 9 attacks as well to finish the war off in style and take the 3-star victory over WHF, a very good fair play clan in their own right. War and Glory has 2 or 3 more arranged wars coming up in the next few weeks, and lots of exciting stuff happening here. If you are interested in learning more about the clan or joining, you can check them out at warandglory.net. Really appreciate you watching the video. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button while you're here. Till next time, have a great day.